I am your boy ATW Sports checking in for another weekly episode of Chicago Bears News. Hopefully you guys had a happy Easter with your family like I had a great Easter with my family. Now the main thing that came out of Bears News this week was the release of the 2019 NFL schedule. Looking at the schedule is making me even more hyped for Bears season. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about way too early predictions for the Bears' upcoming 2019 season. Let's dive into it.
Go 5-8! Wayyy! What's that?
Play action, looking for a wide open receiver.
Oh shit!
And it's a touchdown for Trey Burton.
Looking at the entire 2019 Chicago Bears schedule, there are a couple games that stick out to me as the most important and intriguing games heading into the season. Of course, week 1 at home against Green Bay. Any game against Green Bay is intriguing, so that's neither here nor there. The second game that's going to intrigue me the most is the game against Oakland in London, where Khalil Mack faces his former mates. That game is intriguing, not just number one because of Khalil Mack. Number two, it's in London. With the game being in London, you have to think about things like jet lag, travel, things of that nature that's going to make the week even a more difficult week for the Chicago Bears. Now, Oakland is not going to be too much good this year, even with the addition of Antonio Brown. So I expect that to be a win heading into the season. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below on that game. Game number 2, that is the most intriguing, is week 7, coming off of the bye week at home against the New Orleans Saints. Now, the New Orleans Saints were the top team in the NFC last year, even though they lost in controversial fashion in the NFC Championship game. My humble opinion, I think they were the most complete team in the NFL last year as far as offense, defense, and special teams. And number 2, right behind them, I think our Chicago Bears, still to this day, is the number 2 most complete team in the NFL because they have the whole package together. Now, the matchup that intrigues me is the elite quarterback Drew Brees facing Chuck Pagano's 3-4 defensive scheme with Khalil Mack, Akeem Hicks, Eddie Jackson, and those guys on our defensive side of the ball. That game, I think, can be the turning point whether our season goes up or whether our season goes down. I don't think winning or losing it is going to be the in fact result of our season going up and down. I'm going to lean more towards the confidence that they have going into the game and leaving the game and how they play during that game. I think is going to be the set toner of our season. Now, the next intriguing matchup is the very next game after that, week 8, again at home versus the LA Chargers. The LA Chargers are one of the most complete teams in the NFL as well, boasting a good defense led by defensive end Joey Bosa and an offense led by perennial Pro Bowler and elite quarterback Phillip Rivers. That game is also going to be one of the up and down stretches of how our season goes. That 2-game stretch with the Saints and the Chargers in this game is going to detail exactly how the Chicago Bears season will go. Phillip Rivers has a thing for picking defenses apart no matter who the defense is. And with that, I think the Bears need to be on their top A game, that game, and also the game before against the Saints to really determine how their season is going to go. The game after that is our week 9 matchup, a playoff rematch against the Philadelphia Eagles. Now that game, we're going to have Jordan Howard facing us for the first time since being traded. We're going to have playoff revenge after that piss poor field goal kick. Still can't think about that one. And also we're going to have Carson Wentz, if healthy, facing our Chicago Bears. Now I think Philly, even with the acquisition of Deshaun Jackson, I think Philly is going to take a drop this year. I just do not see the same Eagles team that we've seen the previous 2 years. The Bears have too much on the line with this one as far as what happened last season in a game. versus what they're accomplishing or going to accomplish this season. Now, there are two more very intriguing games on the schedule. The next intriguing game is a Week 11 matchup against the LA Rams, the defending NFC champion. Now, as we recall, last season, the Bears dominated the Rams 15-6 at home on Sunday Night Football, where they shut down Todd Gurley to less than 30 yards rushing and made Jared Goff look like Ryan Leaf. Now, the Rams are coming off a Super Bowl loss, a tough loss, but the Rams are still a very good team with the additions of guys like Eric Weddle. Bears, I think, have enough to repeat a similar performance that they had last season against the LA Rams. Albeit the LA Rams are a very good football team with an elite head coach in Sean McVay, I think the Bears just have too much. I just think the Bears make enough plays to squeak that game out in LA. The last game that intrigues me more is the Week 16 matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. Why would you say Week 16? Intriguing. Maybe teams have things on the line. Maybe teams don't. I don't know. But looking at it on paper, we're facing the reigning MVP who threw for over 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns in Pat Mahomes. Albeit the Chiefs' defense was piss poor last season. And that's an understatement, especially the way they played in the AFC Championship game. Not even just the entire game, mainly on third down that game. And the Bears thing with that game, they have to retain Patrick Mahomes. That is the number one thing in that game, no matter what's on the line or what. They have to maintain Patrick Mahomes, which I think will be one of their toughest quarterback faces this season outside of Phillip Rivers and Drew Brees. Pat Mahomes is a young quarterback taken in the 2017 draft along with Mitchell Trubisky. And that's going to be a dual matchup. I cannot wait for that game. It's going to be a very exciting game, Sunday Night Football at home. So that's going to be another exciting matchup. What you all been waiting for? What do I think the Bears' record is going to be this year? Well, last season, we went an unexpected 12-4. Now, this season, I don't think they can repeat 12-4. But do I think they're going to win the division? Most definitely. I don't see Green Bay being any better. I don't trust Kirk Cousins in Minnesota. I don't think they're going to be in elite status. In Detroit, I don't have any sense of direction of where they're going as far as a team-wise. So I think the NFC North is for the Bears taking. Now, the record I think the Bears are going to have, I'm going to say 11-5 will be the Bears' record this season. I think the Bears this year are going to lose one extra game. So I'm going to say 11-5 with us still being the kings of the NFC North. We're still going to make the playoffs, but the difference I'm predicting with this team versus last year's team, we're going to go much deeper into the playoffs. I'm sensing NFC Championship game. I'm not going to predict Super Bowl yet, mainly because I have a bad way of predicting Super Bowls. But I will say we have enough to make the NFC Championship game this coming season. What do you guys think about the Bears this upcoming season? What record do you think they will have? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I really want to know what you guys think about the Chicago Bears in this upcoming season. Now that's going to do it for this episode of Chicago Bears Weekly. Be sure to like the video, comment your thoughts down below, share the video, and subscribe to the channel, as that only helps the channel to grow. And also click the notification bell to be notified of when I upload. Now, I am your boy APW Sports signing out. Peace out!
And a first down for Chicago. Trubisky steps up in the pocket. He will run. Trubisky, first down.
Oh shit!
Trubisky still going.
Oh shit!
Trubisky finds an opening. Bang down inside the 5.
I wanna say thank you to my mom and my daddy for making love the night that you had me. Wanna thank my friends, my sister, and my brother.